Okay, so today we're going to learn all about data types. Data types is data that each has its own distinct type. So for example, you could say that if I were to type a string in the editor, in my editor VS Code, then that's that's a data type. It's called a string. If I type a number, say 5, that'd be an integer, which is also a data type. So there are a lot of data types in Python, but today we'll just cover eight, eight data types. But not all those 8 data types actually has a conversional, right? All right. So open up your editor, or if you have VS Code, that'd be good. Go to File, and then New File, and then if you already have the Python extension installed, or you're already doing Python, just click this. Alright, you have a new Python file. With our new Python file, let's get started. First, we're gonna create a list. So let me just add these comments here. Alright, let's go. Data types is... Okay, do the brackets here because this is a list. However, I'm going to do a trick. Basically, press enter. That's good. Now, why is this indented? Well, that's because this is actually it's a stacked list. Well, that's not actually an official Python term. It's much easier than having an entire horizontal list. It'd be messy if you did something like... See? It'd be too long. Which is why it's much better to just do a stack list method. First, we're going to add... Okay, another neat trick in Python is that we can just do double quotes, and then when you put a comma here, that already counts as an item. However, it's blank, so that means it's actually a space. Let's do something here. All caps, or if you want, down again. Alright, let's get started. First up, string. The stuff in double quotes is actually already a string. Hold on. This. Okay, much better. Let's do another one. Next, we have integer. Or for short, int. Next, floating point number. When I say floating point number, it's a decimal. Next, we have boolean. A boolean is either true or false. Oh wait, don't forget to add those commas, otherwise Python will render it as a big string. List, like this one right here, data types is a list. Tuple. Now, what's a tuple? Basically, a tuple is like a list. However, there are a few stuff. But there's one main difference between a list and a tuple. Basically, lists are changeable, meaning that you could actually change this list. However, if it's a tuple, you can't change anything. It's firmly locked in. This is especially useful when you're doing a simulator because when you're doing like some restaurant simulator or anything where there's like like virtual prices, because this means that you can't actually change your prices, which may be bad or good. I mean, it depends. And then we're going to have the range. And then finally, we're going to have the dictionary. A dictionary is a data type where there's key value pairs. And that means if there's key value pairs, it has to be a pair. Otherwise, it'll just all break. Now, we're going to do this. Hold on. Alright, whatever. Now we're going to do data conversions. We're going to make a little list. If you want, just go to the description, and then I'll give you the source code. So let's shortcut here. And we got BAM. Now, you might be telling me, hey, wait a second, why isn't there a range? That's because range is only used for when it comes to numbers. Meaning that if I were to print out... it ended up looking like... Hold on. See? Now, why is it like this? Well, that's actually because range already can print itself. Hold on. Just kidding, it didn't. Basically, range is only for counting numbers. Now let's do another shortcut here. What do we got? Aha! Now we're going to make a list of lists. This is pretty confusing, but it's pretty easy once you get it. Basically, it's like this. It's like having one box. It's like having two boxes here. This is box 1, and then this is box 2 inside a bigger box. Yeah, it's like that. And then this prints out the list. So basically, this is the same. It's a loop inside a loop. So this section gets from here, and then this section here automatically goes to either this. Well, it both goes to this. And then for item in section, item is the string, and section is this. So it just prints item. I'll demo that to you. Boom! Gotcha. However, there's a bug. We got something. Alright, rerun that. Alright, we got it. Much better. Oh, wait, you don't need that. Now we're going to do this. Test comment this. Test zone. And then we're gonna make some variables. This is a lot. You got a few in here. Okay, so this converts the number 5 into a floating point number or decimal. This integer converts a float into an integer, which means it ends up looking like, hold on, I'll show the answers to you. This will be 5.0. Wait, hold on. There's this really cool trick I'd love to show you. Okay, so first go to the top here, and then if you have a mouse that does that, just hold the scrolling wheel, hold it, and then slowly go down. There, you have multiple cursors now. That is awesome. Okay, however, it's a little uneven. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Then we can do whatever stuff we want. So this is just a demo, but you could actually do C. Bam! Much better. This converts it to. Meanwhile, this converts it to. Then this converts it to true. But here's the kicker. When you're converting a boolean, it doesn't actually. When you're converting a boolean, it doesn't actually care what's inside here. What it actually does care is whether there's something inside this or not. If there was nothing inside this would be surprisingly false. But if there was something in it, no matter what it is, it's gonna be true. This is even crazier. Basically, instead of just getting a hello, you'd end up getting you'd end up getting that. A tuple is the same. But for this, it's a dictionary. So it end up looking like name Alice. Right? Then we'll do our stuff here. Conversion results. And then guess what we got? We're going to print out stuff. Boom. Alright. This is good. Now, save. It's gonna be a big one. And then, if you have VS Code, you can raise this. And then run. Boom! That's it. Alright, guess what we have? Data types. Data conversions. Oh wait, that's a bug, but it isn't really important. Conversion results. This is what we got. See, I told you. See. Okay, I'm gonna demo that true false thing live. Oh yeah, look at this. So what if we added true here? I mean false. Just what you would get. You still got true. But if it was empty, guess what we get? False. See? Alright, that's it for today's lesson. I'll see you in the next video.